Welcome to the Badass Direct Sales Mastery Podcast with your direct sales dom, Jennie Bellinger. Badass Direct Sales Mastery is a podcast for rock star direct sales moms who are determined to make their business kick ass. Jennie will share her knowledge of effective sales and recruiting techniques, tips to get what you want from your business, and will interview direct sales professionals and leaders from various companies. The interviews will give insight to how these rock stars got to where they are and where they plan to grow in the future. And now, the direct sales dom, Jennie Bellinger.
Welcome back to another episode of Badass Direct Sales Mastery Podcast. I'm your host, Jennie Bellinger. I am your direct sales dom, helping you whip your business into shape. Today, we've got a really interesting episode because I am not going to interview the guest. In fact, our guest is going to interview me. So I have with me here, Drew Berman. Welcome back to the show, Drew.
That's me, and I'm happy to be here, and I'm going to go up. Ooh, okay, there we go. Jennie, I am so thrilled to be here, and you are just awesome with all that you do and your fun purple hair and your energy and spirit. Let's see if we can help some people today.
I love that idea. So the reason we're here today is because of the Be A Success Maverick book. Volume 3 is out right now. It just launched this week and we are so excited about it. So what questions do you have for me about this, Drew?
Well, let's just frame the context here. So my name is Drew Berman. I am the CFO, Chief Fun Officer at drewberman.com. And I am assisting Jennie this week in launching her new book. She's going to be an international best-selling author by the end of the month, and you can get that book at, we actually put the link in the chat for you. So this is what the book looks like. It is Be A Success Maverick Volume 2. Volume 3 is coming out. It's going to be green and featuring Jennie. So let's talk about you. Jennie,
yes,
you're a success maverick. What makes you a success maverick?
Great question. Well, I think it starts with the fact that I'm all in. Like I grew up hearing over and over and over and over again from my dad, Master Yoda from Star Wars, the quote, and my dad would even do the voice. There is no try, do or do not. There is no try. You don't try to do anything. You do it or you don't. You're all in, or there's no such thing as one foot in one world and one foot in the other. You do it all or you don't do it at all. And so I think that was really what set me apart from a lot of people in network marketing, was the fact that when I came into this, I said, I'm not going to let myself give up on me, on my dreams, on my family. My focus was success.
And when you get what you focus on.
Yeah.
So I imagine you've had some challenges on the way to success. What were some of the pitfalls that you've had to overcome in life and biz?
Oh gosh. Yeah. When it came to my network marketing business, my direct sales business, the number one pitfall that I had was the same thing that a lot of network marketers and direct sales consultants deal with, which is I did not know how to effectively build a sales relationship or a team relationship. So while, when you look at my accolades over the course of my 7-year career in direct sales, I have all the awards and earn the car and the trip and the trips and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? Like number 1 in the world in my company for group recruiting, number 3 in the world for group sales, right? This is huge. I did not start out that way. I was always fairly decent at sales, but I was not great at retaining customers long-term initially. And over time, learned how to build those relationships with people such that they wanted to come back and work with me no matter what. And so that, I think, those obstacles of sales and sponsoring, because I did not even sponsor for my first 5 months in business. Like none at all. Zero people joined my team in my first 5 months in business. And then once I figured it out, it was like a floodgate opened and I was sponsoring all the time. Like I went from nothing to 5 people in the next 3 months. boom, 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 like huge numbers for someone who had no idea what they were doing. And then all of a sudden flip the switch.
So you said until I figured it out.
Yeah.
What did you figure out? What was the magic aha moment when the white clouds opened and parted and said, you are now a wise one. You are now ordained as successful. What happened?
Well, what happened for me was my sponsor knew that I was getting really frustrated, really upset, because here I was doing pretty well at sales. I was usually somewhere in the top 5 in our entire organization for sales. So I was doing well with that, but people weren't joining my team. And I was like, what the hell? Like, I'm really good at this. Why are people not jumping on board? It doesn't make sense to me. And what I figured out was that looking back on what she did helped me to understand that my issue started up here in my head. For those of you who are listening to the podcast, which is the only way you're going to be doing that, I'm pointing to my head right now. The issue was in my head. The first problem I had was I did not truly believe that anybody else out there wanted to do this. So I wasn't presenting the opportunity in a way that others would want to consider it. It was not coming out of my mouth in a way that actually made people want to learn more.
Yeah, it's a good analogy. I mean, it's like I tell people that no matter how good your steaks are, you can't sell them at a vegetarian restaurant. So
true. Hashtag truth.
now you have a unique brand. Obviously, you're proud of it.
Mm-hmm.
What is your unique brand, and how did it manifest in your world?
Yeah, my brand is Badass Direct Sales Mastery. The acronym is BDSM. So my moniker is the Direct Sales Dom. So I help women whip their business into shape. Now, you'll notice I say whip the business, not whip the women. I have never hit anybody. So,
well, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good. You do whip them into shape, which is amazing.
Yeah, I help them figure out where are their mindset issues, because if I had them, then others have them too. And then there's so many other tweaks that can be made in their business that helps them leapfrog and have quantum leaps forward in their business. Whether it's verbiage tweaking, whether it's tweaking the activities that they're doing, the type of social media posts, the type of follow-up, how they're following up, when they're following up, what are they following up about, all of those things. I have so many different things that I can do with people, but it all really comes down to, and in the chapter that I wrote for this book, I talked about how BDSM saved my business, which yeah, we're going with the branding here again, right? Yeah. How does BDSM save a business?
So give us a little teaser. I know we're doing a first time ever right here. So not only are we launching your book, but we are interviewing you on your own podcast.
I know.
Tell us a teaser. What is the chapter about? What can readers expect to get out of the chapter?
The nice thing is that in order to be successful in network marketing or in any entrepreneurial endeavor, was looking for the right word there, entrepreneurial endeavor, you just need 4 things. And those 4 things start with BDSM. So that's where it comes from. So that's what it is.
What are those 4 things?
Great question.
Tell us, or do they have to wait till they get the book?
Oh, I don't know. Well, okay, I'll give you the 4 words. How about that? And then they can delve into the details. They can get more into it in the book. So the BDSM, in order to be successful in business, is business. The B is business. The D is discipline. The S is sales. And the M is mentoring. And how all 4 of those pieces interplay with one another in order to create success for you.
Brilliant. And I could see how BDSM saved your business. So we can go on and on. I know we're going to be having multiple interviews. Where can people get the book?
All right. So what they're going to do is they are going to go to beasuccessmaverick.com/author/Jennie Bellinger. Now, anybody who's listening to this podcast already knows me. They know how to spell my name, so we don't have to do that. But what I do want to point out to the listener right now is, as long as you're not driving, make sure you grab your phone right now. If this is how you're listening to the podcast, click on the episode in your notifications, scroll up just a little bit, and you will see the link where you can go get the book right now.
Awesome. Well, I'm so thrilled to have you in the book. We will be launching it officially to the world this month. If you're listening to this live, welcome. If you're listening to this recording, awesome. But this book will be driven to bestseller. And Jennie, you are a champion. You are a best-selling author, and I just appreciate you. This is the beginning of an amazing adventure together.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for helping us do a little role play reversal here, which has never happened on the BDSM podcast before. So
we did a little role play reversal today in the BDSM podcast. I love it. I love it.
Absolutely. Well, Drew, thank you so much for your time and also the opportunity, because without you, I would not be part of this book. And I so appreciate it because, you know, it was being in a book, writing a book has been on my radar now for a little bit over 18 months. And you have really helped to make that first part of that first step of a dream come true. So thank you, Drew. I appreciate you so much.
Awesome. It's going to be fun. This is only the beginning.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. And as you know, as a regular listener of the Badass Direct Sales Mastery podcast, stay tuned because there is another badass episode on its way.
Thanks for listening to the Badass Direct Sales Mastery podcast with your direct sales dom, Jennie Bellinger. Why are you waiting to go to badassdirectsalesmastery.com? Don't make the dom get her whip. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to share it with another rock star that you know in direct sales after you subscribe to the podcast so you won't miss any future episodes. You can also check out the show notes for links and any contact information mentioned in today's episode. We'll see you next time.